So let's start our journey into the exponential functions. And we'll start it off in the graphical calculator and we'll get an intuitive understanding of what an exponential function looks like. So the exponential function you see written up here, f of x equals a to the x. Now if you've not seen this before, you might think it looks a bit confusing. The independent variable x, so that's in effect the x-axis. The x-axis is actually the power, and the value of a is just a real number. But a can only range between values greater than 0. So these are all the values it can range from here. And this is what the exponential function looks like. So we can see here that whenever the value of a is greater than 1, the function looks like this. So let's see what happens whenever we bring the function down to a value of 1. So when it gets to exactly equal to 1, you'll see we've got a straight line. Now that's not surprising, because if you had a was a value of 1, then you would have 1 to the power of 0, which would be 1, 1 to the power of 1, which would be 1, 1 to the power of 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. These are all going to give you a value of 1. So now let's see what happens whenever a is greater than 0 and less than 1. So watch this switch here. So you can see the graph starts to move in the other direction, so that goes like this here. So as it gets closer and closer to 0, it gets steeper and steeper. And this here is our exponential function. Now it's not actually defined at a equals 0. When we put it to 0, we'll just have 0 to the power of 0 to the power of x, which is just going to give us a value of 0. So we wouldn't have anything there. So it's only defined for values greater than 0. Now what about values that are actually less than 0? Well, this function is not defined for values that are less than 0. And we'll get into that in a different video. So let's go ahead and we'll take a note of what we've got here and we'll write everything out mathematically. So the exponential function f of x is equal to a to the power of x, and we've seen that whenever a is greater than 1, the curve looks like this, and whenever a is greater than 0 and less than 1, the curve looks like this. But note both curves pass through the point 0, 1. Now we're interested in the exponential function because lots of natural processes in nature follow exponential curves. So it's a very, very useful curve that we can use in order to model lots of different natural phenomena. So I suggest you open up the graphical calculator and put in the exponential function and just play about with it and get used to it and see what it looks like for different values of a. So that's all there is for this video. I'll get you on the next video. Goodbye.